Yo, 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 yo. So, the biggest question, another question that I got all year long too is, how do I get out of the lower tiers? Okay, there's several different ways to get out of the lower tiers. Okay, one of the ways I'll show you right here how to get out of the tier 10 will probably be one of the fastest ways to get out of the lower tiers. Making shirts for friends or families, people. You can even go into there's several different ways. You can go into like local Facebook groups and see what people are wanting. You can make a like for example, like the next city over to me or where I'm from is Banning, or you can or Beaumont, and you can make a like a city shirt and then just post it in the group and people might buy it. You know what I mean? There's a few different ways. Birthday shirts for birthday parties. You can talk to somebody and see if anybody wants to buy a birthday shirt, and you can create it for them. Or just maybe even just like a family reunion shirt that you can create for everybody, and just give them the link where they can buy it, and all of a sudden you get multiple sales, and it kind of helps you boost that way. I think one of the fastest ways that I've shown a lot of people how to get out of the lower tiers is pricing very low. Kind of keeping very competitive with the price, and as I mean pricing very low, I mean $12.87. If you can price at $12.87, you will get more sales. All right, that's just a known fact. Like everything that I've tested with my personal account, I noticed that when I put my prices low, I get more sales within the last 7 days more than when I put my prices high. Now your main goal is whatever tier you're at. Let's say you're at tier 500, right? If you're at tier 500, or let's say tier 100, your main goal is to have 200 sales, like as fast as possible. So if you're at tier 100, you want to have 200 sales. You don't want to worry about any type of profit at all until you have double the sales of your account. Does that make sense? So if you're at tier 10, you want to have 20 sales. And then if you're at tier 100, you want to have 200 sales. You kind of just, because that way when you start growing and scaling and you start like pumping out designs and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about being having the right amount of sales. Because from what I've tested too, as well as having 80% of the uploads, and of course having the sales for that tier. So if, let's say for example, in order for you to tier up, you have to have, let's say you're at tier 100 or tier 10, you have to have 8 uploads and over 10 sales. And if you're at tier 100, you have to have 80 uploads, 80% of the uploads, 80, and then over 100 sales for you to tier up. So if that makes sense. Like I said, very important when you're in the lower tiers, do not worry about profit. A lot of people, that's the biggest mistake they make. Everybody that I have done coaching calls with and all that stuff like that, they're like, oh, how come I'm not making profit? And they're stuck at a certain tier because they're too busy trying to make a profit when they don't have they don't have the sales on their account, the sales volume on their account. Once you get that sales volume on your account, you can kind of mess around a little bit, go in different niches, catch trends. I recommend catching trends at the beginning. Some people say otherwise. That's just my personal opinion. I think when you start working with trends and stuff like that, the customer has more of that that buying instinct. If they see like a Christmas shirt, they're gonna buy it right away. If they see like a Valentine's Day shirt, they're gonna buy it right away. So with that being said, I'm gonna go into the computer right here. Well, my account, because my account's at 20K tier. With my account, we're gonna act like it's at we'll act like it's at tier 10. And I'll show you guys exactly the fastest way to get out of tier 10, and then kind of just go from there. Okay, you got to think of it the certain mindset that you have to think of when you go in here. So let's go into the computer, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. Yo, what's up, guys? If you guys are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. Also, too, if you guys are, like I said, if you guys are first time here, I will have in the description down below, I will have a free Facebook group. Go ahead and check that out, guys. A lot of good content in there. A lot of content that I built around merch by Amazon, stuff like that. This video right here, we're talking about how to get out of the lower tiers. One of the most important things for a lot of the newer people, like the beginners, like tier
tier 100 and below, even tier 500. I always said, like, if tier 500 and below, do not focus on profit. That's like one of the main things. Don't worry about the profit right away. Your most important thing that you should be worrying about is getting out of the lower tiers so you can scale your account to that next level. That is like the most important thing. I've been showing a lot of people from the very beginning. I started this journey April 2017, and I showed a lot of people how to scale their accounts. I have a few people, well, more than a few people now. I have a lot of people making over 6 figures a year just with their Merch by Amazon account, and they're just crushing it. You know what I mean? So like, this is the same exact way that I've showed them that help them grow their account. Okay, it's really important that you guys understand this. Like, the mindset that you guys have to understand is when you're coming into this, you want to focus on, like I said, getting out of the lower tiers. You don't want to be stuck. You know what I mean? You don't want to have 100 designs up with only 30 sales. Okay, it's very important that you guys understand this. I have a video that I made about understanding about designing 90 days out. I'll put that up here above here somewhere, and you guys can go ahead and check that out right there too. It's just, you guys want to understand like the design, like what's understand like the audience, or the design that you're designing for, like the audience that you're trying to attract, like who's purchasing that shirt for somebody, or like, you know what I mean, like who's buying that shirt as a gift, or are they buying it for themselves, like what audience, like, you know what I mean. That's very important too. That's another video that we can go into, but right now Valentine's Day is probably like one of the biggest holidays that's coming up right now, and I had a lot of success last year with Valentine's Day. There's another video on my channel too as well, where I don't show the shirt, but I show you guys exactly what I did for that listing, the title and stuff like that, how I did the listing to actually drive more traffic to it, and it brought me in over $900 in profit. So yeah, with that being said, okay, with the lower tiers, the fastest way to get out of that, the fastest way to get out of the lower tiers, and I'm going to tell you this right now. If let's say you're at tier 10, okay? I would recommend you design for Valentine's Day. I would put up 10 designs, and I would purchase 5 of them. Okay, purchasing 5 of them, 12, put the shirt at cost, which would be $12.87. Purchasing 5 of those shirts going into Valentine's Day. I want you guys to understand, like, once you purchase a shirt, the sales rank on that the shirt is gonna rank on Amazon. It's gonna give it a BSR. When you have a BSR, when you're ranking better, the chances of a customer buying the actual shirt is really good. So right now, like, I would recommend when you're in the lower tiers, focus on a few shirts that you would make for yourself, or make for like a family member or something like that, a Valentine's Day shirt that they would like. You know what I mean? So focus on the design. Try to get like if you can get like a family member to help you buy a few shirts. You know what I mean? And as in a few shirts, I mean a different design for each shirt. You know what I mean? So each listing has a different design. So each listing you have a cousin buy a shirt, or even you, if you can even yourself, the fastest way to do it is buying it yourself. So if you can spend about $60 on 5 shirts, you know what I mean? That I think you buying your own shirts is be one of the fastest way to actually like get out of the lower tiers faster. So let me give you a few examples. Like, so if you go into here, so Valentine's Day shirt, let's show you a few examples. So, and what I mean by pricing low is, I mean like pricing like this low. Okay, if you guys, this shirt right here, for example, like this is a perfect example right here. I Still Hearts. You can see like where, like the audience, like what shirt this is going to. This is a perfect example right here. I Still Hearts is a dinosaur, Valentine's Day dinosaur shirt, and as you can see with the title, what he did right here, the boys, kids. This is a perfect example. Okay. Now, what I would do is just buy this shirt right here. That's so if you're in tier 10, let's say you're in tier 10, buy this shirt right here. I would start doing this right away. Do it now, and then when you get closer to February, like the chances of your sales, like the sales like the chances of you getting more sales with that shirt and going closer to Valentine's Day is your chances are pretty high. The percentage of you getting another sale with that shirt are pretty high. And I want you guys to do this and test this out. If you're in the lower tiers, it's very important. Just understand that when you're in like tier 500 and below, do not worry about profit. Your goal is to have like the double amount. Like say if you're at tier 10, you want 20 sales. If you're at tier 100, you want 200 sales. If you're at tier 500, you want 1,000 sales. Because then once you get going like that, like there's no reason why you shouldn't scale. You want to worry about having like you want your sales volume to be double whatever your tier is, if that makes sense. And like I said, the fastest way to get out of the lower tiers is by doing this. Okay, if you're not in a big hurry at all to get out of the lower tiers, you could, like I said, just keep the prices very low at a certain like $12.87. And do not worry about any profit yet until you get into the higher tiers. One of the most important things. Okay, like I said, I would come in here, I would buy this shirt, make some shirts for some cousins, make shirts for like your dad or mom or whoever it may be. You know what I mean? Make shirts for a school or something like that, and see like even you can go into like your local Facebook groups. Like I said, you can go like your local Facebook group. I made a sale the other day on a local Facebook group, and a person was looking for a shirt and they wanted someone that could have it printed for them. So I made the design and then I shared them the link and they bought it. You know what I mean? So what's your main, like I said, to get out of the lower tiers, do not worry about profit. Just put your shirt at $12.87 and you want to get that sales volume going. You want to get that ranking going, because once you get a sale at $12.87, your shirt's going to rank for Valentine's Day. Okay, this is the example that we're using. It's going to rank for that actual keyword, and when it ranks, you're going to get more traffic to your listing. So when you get more traffic to your listing, the more sales you'll get. So this is the fastest way. I would recommend you buying your way out. But if you have to buy 10 shirts, that's what I would do. And if you say you can't afford that, I say buy 5 shirts. Okay, I would target towards Valentine's Day, or even you can do the St. Patrick's Day, whatever you feel comfortable with. I would do that trending holiday and focus on scaling and getting out of the lower tiers. All right, okay. Do not worry about profit, like I said right now, and just focus on the sales volume so you can scale your account. Okay. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below, like and subscribe. Thank you guys.
I like everything about you.